we're over here at Bravo base. I'm actually getting ready to get out of here, but I'm gonna introduce you to Juan Carlos. For those of you who were tagging me in that letter from the governor, this is the gentleman that governor had wrote in that letter about. And how long you been giving haircuts to the homeless?
Since October of last year, here in Tucson.
What have you gained just from going out to give free haircuts to those that really use them and appreciate it?
Just a connection, showing love to each other. Could be me. That's how I feel it. I've been homeless myself. I've been on the streets. I know how it is. I know how hard it could be. I've been locked up. Come from a small town, so it's pretty important.
How did it feel when so many families flooded the governor with letters in support of, you should have the ability to go out and not be penalized and, give free haircuts to the poor?
I felt relieved because I thought for a second there that they were going to stop me for indefinitely. I thought it wasn't going to be able to happen. As a matter of fact, I got pretty depressed, to be honest with you.
So this is like, we're in our program, one of our words that we always use as a buzzword is purpose. So this is kind of like your purpose. It gives you purpose to come out and do this.
Yeah, definitely. I feel strongly about helping each other out. I think it's really important, especially now more than ever. There's a lot of people that are homeless, and it could be me. And that's how I see it every time I come out here. I think everybody deserves to feel good about themselves, no matter what their situation is. And so my mission is to help people feel good about themselves, because for a while there, I struggled a lot with a self-esteem issue. So if there's anything I can do to help people feel good about themselves, I'll do it. And having the skill, you don't need to have this skill to help people. You just have to, want it and go out and help people. And just so happens that I'm a barber, So it just so happens I know how to cut hair, and it just so happens that my grandfather and 6 of my uncles are Army veterans. So that's what I'm doing here today. Is giving back in their memory and hanging out with these good people.
Let the video explain the rest.
Tucson Beauty School closed its doors, but that's not the only obstacle he ran into. The former student may be stopped from ever getting his professional license, all because he was giving free haircuts to the homeless. Fox 11's Kristen Conrad talked to the man tonight and shares his story. Kristen.
Teresa, Juan Carlos has given out dozens of free haircuts to the homeless right here at the Santa Rita Park. Now he's devastated to learn that Arizona Board of Cosmetology has a complaint filed against him for giving those haircuts without a license.
Out of the kindness of my heart, out of the memory of my mom, because she loved her hair.
Juan Carlos Montesioca thought he was doing a good deed for our community by offering free haircuts to the homeless, a service some of them hadn't received for a long time.
About 7 months was the longest one. Another lady was about 2 years.
Without haircut?
Yeah, without basic trim.
He too has been homeless in the past. That's why when his Regency Beauty School closed its doors, he felt compelled to offer up his services for free. But now he found out the Arizona State Board of Cosmetology is investigating
investigating a complaint filed against him. I reached out to the board by phone tonight to get more answers.
But even though he wasn't getting compensation for the haircut?
No, you're not on the license. I then talked to their executive director, who declined to comment on this because it's an active investigation. But she told me they stand by the words written in the state statute that say, in part, a person shall not perform or attempt to perform cosmetology without a license or practice in any place other than in a licensed salon. Juan Carlos said he wasn't aware of this regulation and is worried that the haircuts he offered for free could now cost him his future in cosmetology.
They can suspend my, even before I even try to get a license, they can say no. And that would be very, very unfortunate.
The executive director told me they also had specific rules on health, safety, and sanitation. She told me working outside a licensed salon and using an unlicensed person is, quote, a real risk. We'll be sure to stay on top of this and let you know what happens. Reporting live on the South Side, Kristen Albright, Fox 11 News. Kristen, thanks.
And ladies and gentlemen, Juan Carlos Maltedesco.
My name is Juan Carlos Montesioca. I am 26 years old and I'm originally from Douglas, Arizona. I initially came to Tucson to study cosmetology about a year ago after my mom passed away. My mom was a real influence in my life, and she got cancer and she lost all her hair. So that's why I came to Tucson to better my life and get an opportunity to help other people as well, because my mom was really big about helping other people. And so I signed up for beauty school at Regency, did really well there, and unfortunately they closed from one day to the next. We got a text message saying that our school was going to be shut down and that we needed to get our stuff the next day. So I was really devastated about that. And about a year ago, I heard about Hope Fest, which is about giving back to our community. Initially, I wanted to become a public health nurse, but due to some choices that I made, wasn't able to. So I started helping out in the community. I started going to the parks as a student, still at Regency, prior to their closing, and did Hope Fest in 2016 and helped with haircuts there, and I really liked what I did. I met a mom who had cancer. One of my beauty school friends was just starting out, and she had a friend who had just been diagnosed with it. And so she wasn't emotionally ready to take a client that was suffering from cancer at the time, because it was hard. It's a hard topic. It's a hard subject. And so I did her hair and stuff. I cut that woman's hair, and it was amazing. And ever since then, I've just been, I've been going to Santa Rita Park, going to 20 de Agosto. It's crazy because I was telling John a while ago that 20 de Agosto in Spanish is my birthday in English. So August 20th. Isn't that crazy? I got a call from the board after my institute closed down, from the investigator who told me that I was under investigation because of the fact that I was a student, and apparently I didn't know that we're not allowed to help people for free. We're not allowed to do charity for free. We're not allowed to, you're not allowed to cut your child's hair without a license. That's what we found out. And so a lot of moms and a lot of parents were upset. A lot of families, the VOP family, John McClain, his family, our community got together and called the board, made phone calls, and governor found out about it. So they had called me and they told me, I told her the truth. I said I helped organize an event I've been doing this since October of 2016 out in my community, and I know that I don't have a license, but I'm going to school for it, and I have a really big passion for it. And I also have a big passion for our veterans, because my family is, mainly consists of veterans. My two grandfathers, they served in the Korean War, and 6 of my uncles. My grandma had 10 kids, so 6 of my uncles were in the Vietnam, and I always knew I was gonna be a part of helping veterans. I just didn't know how. I didn't know if it was going to be nursing. I didn't even know if it was going to be, I didn't know. To be honest with all of you, this wasn't my initial career choice. Initial career choice was to be a nurse, but God works in mysterious ways, and sometimes He works in really obvious ways, and it's hard to ignore it when I've been through I've been through the worst, especially losing my mom and a lot of my family members as well, to drugs and suicide as well. I was really humbled when I found out that the Arizona governor, actually his office called me and made a lot of headlines, and I was really happy. I cried a lot. I thought that I was never ever going to be able to get my license, and for that whole week when I was under investigation, all I did was pray, to be honest. That's all I did. And I prayed, and I'm here standing now. I've been through the worst. I've been in prison, I've been in jail, and it feels really good to stand here today and share with you exactly I do what I do, because a lot of veterans are being forgotten. A lot of people, a lot of our soldiers come home with not only injuries but emotional problems, and we see a lot of them on the streets, and sometimes we don't know that they're even veterans because we turn around and we don't acknowledge it. But if we took 5 minutes out of our day to help somebody, whether if it's a haircut, if it's $1, a ride, bus fare, I've learned to be more open and to love other people and to give back. And right now, currently, I got a call about in February, March, from the governor's office telling me that it's okay to do what I do, and the Institute for Justice as well has got my back. So I am still providing haircuts for any veteran for free. I'm base barber at VOP, and they have allowed me to do their hair, and they're my practice dummies, and I'm getting better every day. You can ask T over there back there. I never even had practiced on ethnic hair before, but I got it right, so I'm doing something right. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for supporting me in my mission and send the veterans my way. I am actually working with Department of Economic Security and local other organizations to help my tuition, which I'm really happy about. I got a letter this weekend, so it looks like my barber school will be fully paid for. I'm really happy about that. And the guys at VOP set me up a barber spot, and I got chairs. I have everything I need, and I'm really, really grateful that my community is here for me, because I'm here for you guys 100%. Thank you.
Stay up there. I think I'm sitting wrong when I ask you questions. I guess, anybody have any questions? I had one in my head, but it jumped out. Nobody have any questions about the amazing story of one thing I did want to say, shortly, after, you were saying, the veteran families made phone calls, people made phone calls for you. The governor wrote a letter that was pretty public. It was on Tucson News Now. They did a story about it. So, it's really good to see. And I thank you personally for stepping up and putting your neck on the line, where a lot of people may not have, to kind of iron out this issue, because this is just one of many issues where you're not allowed to give away free stuff. It doesn't make any sense.
Today is Memorial Day, and a lot of companies like to give out free haircuts to veterans on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, but I do it every day. So I just want you guys to know that if there's ever a veteran that is in need or family members, come and see me at base. I love you guys.
All right, nothing else. Thank you.